welcome to the newest edition of Queen's Court, where we are talking about Monday Night Raw WWF from 1993 to today, and today we're talking about August of 93 leading up to SummerSlam. But before we get into it, I'm the Tribal Queen Breigh. Alongside me, as always, we got Mike Duplessis, and then we got HuskyRhodes down here. I'll get it right at some point. But how's it going, everybody?
I'm good.
Doing good.
And good 3 Raws. I'm excited.
Yeah. There really wasn't a lot of like
bullshit.
There wasn't a lot of like stuff for us to like scream about. So if you guys are watching this and looking forward to that, sorry.
There's only one thing we're probably gonna complain about or go freak about.
We'll figure something out. We always do. Even when we're like, oh, yeah, this isn't a bad month, we end up fucking screaming about something. Yeah. So
I mean, after I watched them, I thought of something too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's kick it off. How's episode 1 start?
Episode 1 starts out with just Randy and Vince, it was Randy and Vince, right?
Yeah.
Because it started with just Randy and Vince.
Yeah.
And I put Randy straight up looked like a U.S. flag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just like a straight flag.
Yeah, this is when they're leaning heavy into that patriotic stuff. So
yeah. Captain America.
Yeah, it's doing Mr.
But
America.
The first match they had my favorite, the Steiner brothers, Go Blue, versus Dwayne Gill and Barry Horowitz.
Yeah, Barry Horowitz, one of my favorite job guys from growing up. His stupid gimmick where he would do something to outsmart the other guy, and he'd always be patting himself
on the back.
I loved it. When he was in WCW, like I mentioned it before, he had like his ring vest that he comes out in has like a hot pink handprint on his back shoulder, and he just constantly pats himself on the back. It's so fucking funny. Yeah. And Vince and Bobby have a interesting back and forth.
Yeah, because Bobby called their the Steiner
Mickey and Minnie
brothers jackets Mickey and Minnie.
Coats.
So fucking funny.
I was about to say favorite line of the match.
Bobby.
That one was good, but the one I was talking about was like Scott. I think it's Scott and Barry Horowitz are in the ring, and Vince is like, Bobby, how can these two guys beat the Steiners? And Bobby just goes, chainsaw.
Yeah.
Chainsaws are illegal, Bobby. Well, then hell, I don't know how they're gonna beat them.
Bobby.
It very much was an ugly squash match.
They beat the shit out of these dudes, dude. It was fucked up. And then I put Bobby shoots on Detroit. I bet Breigh has thoughts on that.
I did. He said there was too many blue collar people in Detroit, which it depends on the area of Detroit you're in. Right. Downtown Detroit, I could say so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like even walking around for SummerSlam, like I could see that in downtown Detroit, but it depends on the areas you go.
Yeah, blue collar people in 7th or 8th bar, you're not gonna get a lot of blue collar people in 7th and 8th.
I was very offended. I'm like, I like you, Bobby. Why do you gotta do that? Why do you gotta do that?
Look, he's a shit heel commentator. No one's safe. Everybody could get it.
Well, except for the debut of somebody coming up that's his like best friend.
Oh yeah. That was fucking hysterical. But the Frankensteiner that Dwayne Gill gets hit by was fucking crazy. Scotty, when he did that Frankensteiner, 99% of the time, I'm just like, dude, you're gonna land on your fucking head.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times you're bigger than the dudes you're doing that to, so you're like necking yourself every single time.
I'm surprised more people didn't end up with broken necks.
I'm surprised he didn't. Like literally to himself. Because he wouldn't jump high enough, or like the guy was like way shorter than him, so it's just like, here we go. He's like power bombing himself, taking these guys over. But yeah, I think this next thing might be the part that we kind of start screaming about, because it is a 5-part fucking biography piece
Who
on
is
Lex
Lex
Luger.
Luger?
I can't stand this SOB.
I don't like it.
Well, and the thing is, like, I went to his Wikipedia to see like if any of this stuff is bullshit. All of the stuff that he's talking about is like real. It's like his real life.
Yeah, this is real. He is a trash football player. God.
Why you didn't last in the NFL or the Canadian Football League, brother?
Or the USFL.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the USFL went over like a fucking fart in church. So
Yeah. But that's how bad he was. Is he didn't last in a league that didn't last a whole season.
it's fucked up.
That's how bad Lex was at football. How do you last in a football league that didn't last?
I mean, fuck. Goldberg at least had 3 seasons with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar at least made the fucking team and like played some games.
Like,
but-
how do you get cut from a team that only had 1 season?
Yeah, I know. You suck, Larry.
Like, I'm happy you found God or whatever, and you changed and whatnot. But my God,
You got your affairs in order and everything, but God, you were a piece of shit. Absolute dirtbag. And then he talks about kind of how like his father was in the arts and like
complete opposite of him.
Yeah, the
That's
complete
a
polar
weird
opposite of
family
him.
dynamic.
Yeah, absolutely weird family dynamic. Like it's weird because like it's almost like the polar opposite of how I came up. Like my dad played football and all of a sudden I was like, I want to be a musician. And he's like, fucking what? Okay. But yeah, so it's weird to see like the inverse of that. And he talks about how he was like a shy introvert and he used athletics to get his friends. Like, he fucking nerd. The whole time I'm watching this, I'm just like, you fucking dork.
I feel like when he said he was shy and introverted, I did not see that at all. He seems like the jock that would pick on those shy kids.
Well,
But it makes sense with his horrible promo work.
Oh yeah, it makes sense with his dog shit promo work. You could tell that he is like completely like just squirming in his skin every time they have to make this man talk, which is why he needed like a Bobby Heenan or any manager to basically just talk for him, and all he would need to do is just stand there and pose because Jesus.
Or a faction that had a good mic guy.
Well, I mean, fuck, he was in the Horsemen for a little bit in like the late 80s.
Cooley and Arn always talked, or Rick talked.
Yeah, Rick and Arn were the ones talking. All he needed to do was just stand there and be like, "Look, I have abs over here." Like, it's fucking insane.
Same with the Wolfpack. He's in the background being tough, and K-Dog talked.
Yeah, like Conan and Kevin Nash talked, and he was just fucking just flexing the entire time. That's all he needed to do. But then, the match number. Oh, wait, did we miss a match? Oh yeah, that was a Steiner Brothers match. Match 2, Tony Roy gets fucking his lunch eaten by Adam Bomb.
I felt bad for this dude.
And Johnny with the hockey gloves and it was the lacrosse. Was it lacrosse stick?
He's got a I think it's a field hockey.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah. They messed up his gear again. It was awkward. I paid attention this time.
The thing is, I wasn't mad at it this time around. For some reason, I wasn't mad at it. The shirt was fucking crazy. The safari hat thing.
I love the safari hat.
Screamed.
I am 99% sure that is Kimchi's hat.
He
They
borrowed
just
that from
grabbed
Steve
it
Kern.
from the
borrowed it.
back stage. Yeah, Kimchi, we can borrow your hat.
He borrowed that. He's like, yo, Steve, hey man, I left my hat in the fucking taxi. Can I borrow that? Can I borrow your safari gimmick? Threw it on. It's like Johnny Polo just out here looking crazy as fuck. And then he says one of the greatest things ever. He's like, camera's just dead on him. And he goes, I think everyone at home should give thanks to my parents for making me.
Oh, good.
I love you, Scott. You're so
Scott
fucking
Levy is a god.
I love that man to death.
But then during this like it was when Adam Bomb coming out, they kept panning over to these kids. Like the camera kept showing these different random kids.
And they all look bored.
They looked like they weren't interested.
They were
didn't
fucking
care.
bored. They were just
They're like, my mom and dad dragged me to this.
There was one they cut to some girl like it's like, oh, or no, some little boy was like, oh look, there's a little kid looking at Adam Bomb, and he's just like, where's Hogan? Where's anybody else? This shit sucks.
They do have a thing where they pan at the worst times to the fans.
And I think it's in the second episode, but did anybody notice the piped in crowd noise
Yeah.
throughout these?
Mm-hmm.
They hadn't quite figured that out yet because at points it sounds like a goddamn jet engine.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even sound like people. And it pans to the crowd and no one is making noise. Like I'm like, dude, you didn't even like attempt to cover up the fact that this crowd is fucking dead. Like it's insane. But yeah, Tony gets fucked. He gets fucked
Like his
hard
face,
by Adam
Adam
Bomb.
just kept like pounding his face into the ground.
It was fucked up, dude. I got uncomfortable. I was just like, dude,
Yeah.
stop. That dude
The
already has
power bomb is what made me uncomfortable at the end. I was like, oh, okay, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he's the dude that we saw take that nasty razor's edge a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Where he fucking just rolls over as soon as he gets hit. And then he takes this fucking Atom Smasher power bomb. He's gotta have whiplash after this because he fucking just hit his head just fucking bounces. I was like, oh, that's a headache.
He was concussed.
Oh,
he did not know his name.
They probably had to help that poor bastard to the back because I guarantee you he was seeing double from that because his brains were scrambled from that. Then we get a preview for next week: Mr. Hughes versus Tatanka. We all know how this is gonna go.
Yeah, which I didn't like that ending.
Yeah, it's fucked. Match 3, we have Macho Man Randy Savage versus Doink the Clown.
And he rode in on a unicycle.
Yeah. Fucking Matt Bourne's a talented fuck to be able to fucking ride around on a unicycle. Ain't no way. I tried to do that once.
There's no way.
Keyword once. I'll never try that shit again. That sucks.
His Savage's gear is giving me Captain America vibes.
100%, yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
I couldn't help but laugh this whole match.
he was full-fledged Captain America. And then right at the start of the match, Savage jumps out,
Goes into the ring.
hops under the ring, looks around. Hey, there's no doinks under there. And then gets back in, starts the match. This match was, I mean, it's one of the greatest to ever do it in the ring with a technical wizard in Matt Bourne. Like, I barely took notes on this because I was just like, this fucking rules. Like,
It was phenomenal.
And Randy, at one point, like Randy took one of those like heavy chairs that should not be used for chair shots, tried throwing it into the ring, and it hit between the top and the middle rope.
right.
Couldn't even throw it into the ring.
I was like, holy shit, Randy.
Yeah, this is when they were not like, hey, we should put some folding chairs around.
Right,
Not
yeah.
these regular chairs.
Yeah, they didn't have the budget yet for the numerous amounts of steel chairs that they put under the ring.
Randy Savage's elbow to the back is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. The ending of this match though is fucking hilarious. So
This is what I was talking about with us freaking out because my God.
yeah, so Savage gets like shit canned out of the ring, and he slides under the ring, and Doink's like, "Where'd he go? Where'd he go?" And then Mini Macho pops out with the most fucked up mask I've ever seen. It was fucking terrifying.
It was bad.
Mike sent us a fucking message in our group chat and was like, guys, I'm on the first episode right now, and there is a mask in here that gives me nightmares. And I was like, what's he talking about? And then all of a sudden Mini Macho pops out, and I was like, oh, there it is. What the fuck am I looking at?
But shout out to the man behind the mask.
Yes.
Quadru, famous French-Canadian mini wrestler. Been doing this since the 70s. First debuted in the early 80s as Tiger Jackson when the WWF. Breigh, just so you know, territories in the early 80s had a thing about putting dwarfs in wrestling matches. In regular dwarf on dwarf or these mixed tags.
Yeah, these
There was a regular person and a midget. And yeah, it was a special attraction thing they would do every few months around the world.
Yeah.
And he was a mainstay.
He was
Tiger Jackson he wrestled everywhere.
Yeah.
And we will see him later on as a one dink. Ironically, he goes from the other side.
Yeah.
He later joins Dink or Doink.
Yeah.
Dink and Doink?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's literally Dink is
Doink.
like his like little miniature like hellion. It is a midget clown.
So basically, Doink has a face turn in like a year.
Yeah.
He switches over to a full blown baby face, and then as soon as he turns face, they put Dink with him.
Yeah, they
And
put Quad with him, and yeah, it's
and
a thing.
Hijinks ensue. It's actually fucking like hilarious.
It's the greatest thing ever. They end up in a freaking Survivor Series match with a few other clowns. It's
pretty fun. So anyone out there, trigger warning if you're afraid of clowns. When we get to that Survivor Series, I'm sorry.
But yeah, shout out to Quadru.
Yeah, shout out Claude. So yeah, he comes out of the ring.
That mask is creepy.
It's fucked up. And he distracts Doink. Savage comes in, gets the win, and then Mini Savage just starts biting his ass.
That part was amazing.
He's just munching on fucking Doink's ass. Like, what the fuck, man? And but the mask is just absolutely fucking horrific. That is now my new sleep paralysis demon. is just Mini Macho just doing all of Macho's shit just in the corner of the room while I can't wake up. And at one point it gets super close on Mini Macho and you hear him go, "Oh yeah!" I fucking died, dude. And Bobby's like, "What the fuck is that?" Just freaking out. What? No, this can't be anything. Fucking funny. What? I forget. What happens next? Is it the contract signing next?
No, it was the SummerSlam report.
Yeah,
SummerSlam. SummerSlam report with good old Mean Gene.
He announced, obviously, Lex versus Yoko, and then Shawn Michaels versus Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental title.
That match.
And then the RIP match.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brett versus Jerry.
Oh yeah, because it was like Yoko and Luger. They announced that they're doing the contract signing next week for the title match, week. And then it shows
because that's where we get the debut
of the most hated man in wrestling.
He debuts this episode.
He does debut at the end of this episode.
Yeah, he does. And it talks about the contract signing, the rights to the real king of wrestling, Bret Hart and Jerry Lawler. And then it says Taker and Giant Gonzalez RIP match. This is my one fuck you brother for this week. They legitimately don't know what the fuck this match is going to be. Fuck you, brother.
Yeah.
They say only the Undertaker knows. Because they don't know.
Because they literally are like, we have no fucking idea what this is gonna be.
We just came up with the name, and now we gotta figure out a gimmick.
Yeah, literally, we're gonna be like, shit.
It should be Mr. Hughes.
It should be Mr. Hughes.
Sorry, that still pisses me off.
It
yeah.
does.
It makes
You're getting
zero
the
sense.
wreath from Undertaker. You took his urn. Why is it not him?
I legitimately think they were like, this is our last ditch effort with Giant Gonzalez. We need to try to find a way to get this guy over. And spoiler alerts, folks, it don't happen. It doesn't happen. And then we get a Ted DiBiase call in.
Yeah.
And he's
mad.
fucking pissed that Razor distracted him to get the 1-2-3 kid to beat him on Superstars the previous Saturday. And then it shows clips of the match happening, kid's getting his ass beat, and then Razor comes out. DiBiase sees him and he's like, all right, I'm gonna pin him. Lays down on his back. 1, 2, kid grabs him, rolls him over. 1, 2, 3, gets the win. And runs away, and then it's Razor just like, just like pointing and laughing. Pull apart. Big pull apart deal. And then as Ted DiBiase hangs up, one James E. Cornette comes to the ring, and Bobby Heenan marks the fuck out.
That's the best part of this whole situation is Bobby Heenan.
Vince, do you know who he is? That's and he like freaks out, throws his shit down, runs into the ring, grabs a mic. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know who this man is? This is the savior of Smoky Mountain Wrestling, James E. Cornette. Just like losing his fucking mind. I haven't seen anyone mark out this hard ever in my life. Than Bobby Heenan losing his mind that Jim Cornette has made his debut in this company. And this is the start of the Smoky Mountain invasion kind of deal with WWE.
WWF.
Yeah, because he called out the Steiners.
Yeah, because he's bringing in the Smoky Mountain Tag Champions, the Heavenly Bodies.
Heavenly Bodies. One of my...
The Doctor of Desire, Dr. Tom Pritchard, and the Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey. Arguably one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
I love their robes. I know they don't come in until like the next episode, but I love their robes.
Oh, Dr. Tom coming out looking like $1,000,000.
Yeah.
They
should have been with Ted instead of IRS.
Yeah. Fucking shit can IRS back to WCW with that bullshit. Bring in, put Ted DiBiase with Dr. Tom. Woo, that'd be beautiful. I would love that. And then he's like, he issues out a challenge to the Steiners, and then Corny comes out and does commentary for the next match. And he's like, why can't I sit next to you, Bobby? Like, just like freaking out. And he's like, yeah, well, you can show up this fucking bag of shit next to me. Or whatever. And then say what you will about Cornette. I may disagree with about 90% of everything that he says now.
But back then...
But this is just proof that he's one of the best to ever do it. He's so fucking good.
I could not watch this perfect Rich Myers match because listening to Jim Cornette is so great.
Because he took Randy's spot, and Vince was like, "Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't even have a box over here. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of the way!" Like screaming at the timekeeper and shit. Get out of the way.
Randy Savage was too busy playing with a midget backstage, probably.
I gotta show you how to do the moves, man. You gotta spin it around. Like he's teaching him the whole gimmick. He's got to get him down. Got to get him down pat. But yeah, Mr. Perfect and Barry Hardy. First of all, these fucking chops.
Yeah.
Perfect taking liberties again.
Perfect.
Good God, I felt that.
Yeah, perfectly mean with these chops. It's rude.
It's insane, man. Like, just fucked off. He tears off, like, at first Barry Hardy's like, hey, look. Like, he's got a fucking singlet on just like Perfect.
Barry Hardy?
Was it? Yeah.
No, it's
I
Rich
don't know.
Myers.
I put Joe Dirt want to be in black.
Oh, it was somebody different?
Yeah, it's Rich Myers.
Oh. Okay. Well, I wrote the wrong name down. Whatever. He gets his fucking lunch eaten just like all these other jobbers.
Facts.
He ends up tearing the fucking singlet off of him. And Cornette's like, oh, I don't like it that raw. He's fucking tearing off all of his clothes. Just nails him with a perfect plex, looking fucking so good. And that basically kind of ties up episode 1 because
Yeah.
Cornette's screaming, the Heavenly Bodies will be here next week, and we'll show you that who's the greatest tag team in the world, not the Steiner brothers, it's the Heavenly Bodies. Episode 2 kicks off Savage looking fucking dipped out in Raiders colors, dude. The fucking black and silver. He's looking fucking
So
crispy.
beautiful.
Looking crispy, dude. That's like
Hate the Raiders, but God, that was great.
not a Raiders fan, but dude, that black and silver looking fucking good on Savage, bro. Ooh, this shit look crazy. What was match 1, guys?
Oh,
Tatanka
this was
and-
the one, Tatanka versus Mr. Hughes.
Yeah.
When Mr. Hughes had no entrance music. He was just already in the ring.
Mr. Hughes got the jobber entrance. Like, oh man, that's just showing you how you guys actually feel about this man.
Facts.
Like, we're going to give you an urn. We're going to give you a wreath from the Undertaker, but no entrance.
Yeah, look, we're gonna give you this thing with Taker, and let's see how it takes off. Oh, nobody gives a shit about you. Guess what? You're getting jobber entrances the rest of the time you're here. Fucked. Hughes attacks Tatanka like straight out the gate. He gets a pretty solid deal of offense to start out with, and then as like out of nowhere, you just see a third wreath get set to the outside. They don't even really fucking pay attention to it at all at this point.
No, there was no point in the reef in this situation. It was
they-
just like, what?
They kind of gave up on this whole thing. Pretty much. They're just like, hey, he's not going to fucking sell it anymore or whatever. Yeah. And then at one point, Tatanka gets the upper hand. And he rolls up. Tatanka rolls up Hughes. And fucking Vince counts to 3 before the ref counts to 1. It's like, fuck you, Vince.
Yeah, okay, so my brain was right on that. I was very confused.
He got him. He got him. He kicked out at fucking 1. Like, dude. Fuck you, Vince. And then Savage fucking buries him for it. He just starts giving him shit. He's like, that's the closest to 3 I've ever seen.
Hey, Vince, you're not smart.
No, you're not. That Ico Pro's eating your fucking brain alive, brother. So yeah, Mr. Hughes, this is the first time I've ever seen Mr. Hughes without sunglasses on because he breaks his glasses. And Bobby goes, I know who that is. That's Barry White.
Oh my god.
It's like,
That was really... that was... slightly racist.
I was just like, should I laugh at that? I don't know if I should laugh at that or not. And then Vince fucking ends up calling him Barry White.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, a few times.
Mr. Hughes.
The Barry White thing happened a few times, and I was like, okay, this is uncomfortable.
I guarantee you, as soon as they went to commercial, he just looked over at Bobby like, you motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be saying shit like that, please. And then they fight in the outside. Gets hit with a backdrop. Hughes gets hit with a backdrop. Tatanka makes it in right as the ref's calling 9. Hughes gets counted out. Tatanka wins. Well, Bruno comes up and he starts distracting Tatanka, and then gets hit with the urn, denting it again. Tatanka just straight getting fucked over the long way every time. And they oh yeah, this is the point where it says they seriously piped in so much crowd noise for this match. It sounds like a jet
I
engine.
was gonna say that I wrote down that was the loudest booze I have ever heard.
And here's the thing.
That we were talking about it sounded like it was piped in.
Here's the thing. Like, rewatch it and look at the crowd. The crowd is like this.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
They don't give a shit about this at all. And it sounds like they just, like, grabbed a headset mic and stuck a hairdryer up to the mic and turned it on. It was like
loud.
It was so loud. And like it was like burying the commentary over too.
Oh,
like
horrible.
you could barely hear what they were saying because it's just over the top of it as fuck. Like, oh boy.
And next is our
This is where we get the
who is
football part
Lex
of this Lex Luger thing.
Oh yeah, this is part 2.
Yeah. This is where Lex, you sucked at football.
Yeah. It's pretty much he talked about college and football and
Yeah,
tried to make himself seem like he was the best.
You got kicked out of the UM when the UM was at the top of the game.
Dude, yeah,
idiot.
you got kicked off of the University of Miami football team, dude. This was at a point, I think,
Where the
within
UM was winning national championships.
right, and then in like a few years from now was like around the time where they did that 30 for 30 on the U, where they had like Deion Sanders and everybody. Like they were at a point where like the Miami Dolphins were asking the University of Miami guys to get them into clubs.
Yes.
It was like at that point when like fucking like 2 Live Crew and like all that shit was
the late
happening.
80s, early 90s UM teams. One of those UM teams in the early 90s, by the way, had The Rock.
Yes. Yeah. A young Rock was on the Hurricanes at one point.
Won a national title.
Yeah.
For being a backup.
Right. And yeah, he talks about, for being a shithead, getting kicked out of the University of Miami, and then ends up he was going to go to Stetson University in Florida to be a lawyer, and then he found Championship Wrestling from Florida, and that's where he got trained by Hiro Matsuda and broke into the business. And I was like, is this all real? And this is when I like popped onto his Wikipedia and like I looked at it, I was like, oh, they're actually just giving his actual like life story.
Yeah.
Like I figured they were gonna like make some weird like tragic backstory or some shit, but it's like no, they're just telling what actually happened with this dude.
Because he went from CWF to that's when he went to after that he went to the Crockett's.
Yep, and became a 4 Horseman, which I still don't understand why they made him a 4 Horseman. But
it's one of their worst choices.
Well, him and Sid.
And Sting and the dude from Power and Glory.
Oh yeah, I forgot Paul Roma was a Horseman. And then match 2 is smacked ass moment of the night. We have Mini Macho and the Bushwhackers against Brooklyn Brawler, Some Little Person, and Blake Beverly.
Little Louie, another midget jobber.
I never caught his name.
Little Louie was another mainstay in the Northeast area during the early 80s with these midget matches. He's
this is hard to watch. Like I can respect like midgets wrestling, but that's not my. I'm not.
Before the match,
I can't watch it.
Before the match, Mini Macho just starts breakdancing. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Randy Savage, Mini Macho dancing is the greatest thing in the world. I could use that every episode.
He just straight up just starts breakdancing. I'm like, why?
A French Canadian in a Randy Savage uniform breakdancing is the greatest thing in the world.
How the fuck was he able to see in that thing? That's the part that kept fucking me up. Like, dude, you have no peripheral vision because the mask looks like it's sticking off of his face like a good inch. So his peripheral is just seeing the inside of a mask. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up.
I love this shit.
And then fucking everyone just started. What is it with ass eating in this fucking show? Because everybody just keeps biting asses. What is happening? Why? Why is this happening?
I almost made a comment there, and I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Justin's gonna clip this.
It's fine. He already says he has a bunch of shit clipped of ours that he just hasn't posted.
Oh God.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and there's gonna be like 8 fucking reels on the
Talking
Instagram.
about ass eating.
Is eating ass and goofy shit.
I'm still waiting for the mullets when they get posted.
Right, yeah. Everyone is just biting asses. This is a fucking horror show.
This is the greatest comedy match I've ever watched.
And then Bobby's just making short jokes the whole time.
Yeah, he called one of them half-wit.
Halfwit. He's like, I'm surprised he didn't hit him with his finish. What's that? A small package. Ah! Just fucking screaming, laughing the whole time. Vince is just like, won't you stop it? Be nice. Be
Ass
nice.
fighting and midgets chasing each other is just...
Fucking early 90s wrestling is just fucked up, dude. Dude, it's insane.
Hey, if they put midgets chasing each other in AEW, it might be more entertaining.
They're gonna bring back El Torito.
I love how you asked if that was El Torito, and El Torito was like 20 years after.
I don't know, man.
When you sent me that message, I was like, dude.
I don't know, dude. I'm old. I don't know time, man. I think last decade was 2003. All right. Fucking relax. Oh, God. Now we get the contract signing between Yoko and Lex Luger, and Cornette comes out. And they're like, what is this? What is this? And Cornette gets in the Cornette gets in the ring, and Fuji says that he is now the American spokesman for Yokozuna.
Hey, as much as it doesn't make sense for this did lead to one of the greatest partnerships in Camp Cornette. The Cornette-Yokozuna partnership, which lasted 5 years.
Yeah, it lasted a while. I mean, he lasted with him longer than Fuji did.
Yeah, because Fuji leaves shortly, I think 94, 95.
Yeah. Good.
Cornette becomes his actual manager.
Yeah.
Camp Cornette's an underrated faction.
I completely agree. And he basically is just like he's putting over the Japanese people, and the crowd is fucking not having it. They're just booing the shit out of this man. And they sign the contracts, and then Cornette goes, you didn't read that. Because not only do you have to wear the elbow pad thing, if you lose, you will never get a shot at the world title again, basically.
As Yoko being champion.
Yeah.
By the way, Cornette called Vince kid like 3 times during this whole situation.
And
so disrespectful.
And the fact that Vince is like 15 years older than fucking Cornette too. And
the boss. Like, okay, you're just pulling his chain now.
Oh, God. I was just like, yeah, fucking lean into him, corny. Fucking lean into him, dude. It's so fucking funny. And it's basically Luger's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'll wear the elbow pad. I don't give a shit. I just want to wrestle Yoko. And yeah, I kind of tuned out for a bit because Luger was talking, and it just sounded like the Charlie Brown teacher. Just fucking wah, 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 wah. Look at me pose, blah, 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 blah. That's about all I got.
His suit is like the American flag, like tie. He's definitely leaning into that, like, I'm a presidential wannabe going on tour.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, the whole Lex Express thing is basically just a play off of
that suit is just terrible.
I mean, he did want to be an attorney, So
Ugh. It's probably one of his dad's attorney suits.
no,
Probably.
dude, his dad wasn't that big. His dad was in the arts. He wasn't juicing.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
He wasn't juicy like fucking Luger is. Oh yeah, he talks about fucking steroid shit. I think that's one thing I'm gonna fucking scream about. That's in the next episode.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. It's fucked up. And then we get Razor and Dan Dubiel.
He stretched this man out. Pause.
Pause, B. Pause.
That was
You basically are just like, he fucked this dude a long way. Like, it was fucked up. Dude, that abdominal stretch that he does,
Yeah,
where he
that's what I'm
grabs the
saying.
leg, that shit looks sus as fuck, dude. I'm just, it's like, I'm going to get in this ring, and on hard cam, I'm going to fuck you. That's basically what this fucking looks like. It's insane, dude. And yeah, this is just a mugging. This is just an absolute mugging. Dan Dubiel just gets fucking just ragdolled, and then they say that Razor's going to be on King's Court at some point,
yeah.
I think. And then Savage goes, whenever I do a Savage quote in my notes, I always write it in all caps. Like him and Hogan, anytime they say anything, I'm just writing it in all caps because that's how I read it in my brain. There's only one king in WWF, and that's Bret Hart. You got it. Like, just pissed that they keep referring to Jerry Lawler as king. He's just not fucking having it. Oh, dude. This back suplex that Dan Dubiel takes, where he just lands on his fucking head. Ow. Like, he just lifts him up and just straight, like, I'm not going to ease you down. I'm dropping you fucking straight down. That shit looked like it sucked so bad.
I was about to say that about the Razor's Edge because that looked violent.
It was stiff. Like, he didn't, like, fucking, like, roll through like old boy did. He just literally just dead stop. Like, that shit, that'll jam your spine, something awful. But then Razor wins. I wrote down this entire Jim Cornette intro. I watched it like 4 times to get everything down because I couldn't get the closed captions to work.
That's so indeed.
Fucking Peacock was shitting the bed on me, so I had to fucking constantly just keep rewinding it. Wake up, rise and shine, everyone, here they are. They are the object of every American woman's lust. The Doctor of Desire, Dr. Tom Pritchard, and the Gigolo, Jimmy Del Rey, the Heavenly Bodies. And they come out, and Dr. Tom, his fucking mullet is wild. Man. It's insane.
The 90s is a weird time.
And the whole time he's just fucking playing with his hair, walking to the ring and shit. I fucking love you, Tom Pritchard. You're so fucking good. And Jimmy Del Rey is a fucking pervert.
Yeah.
Just look at him. You can just tell, like, that's a fucking dirtbag pervert.
And a pervert that had a lot of issues. R.I.P. to Jimmy Del Rey.
R.I.P. to Jimmy Del Rey. I'm not going to speak ill of the dead, but goddamn, that fucking dance he does. Stop.
He's a stripper.
He's fucking body rolling and shit. I'm like, ew. Fucking ew.
Breigh, you didn't like that?
What's your take on the gigolo Jimmy Del Rey? Did that do it for you?
No, it didn't.
No. Cartoon sad face. No. Oh. So the match here we have the Heavenly Bodies versus Bobby Hoo and Mike Bucci. Mike Bucci is another ECW legend in Nova. He was also in WWE as Simon Dean. Who was like a fitness guru character. He was like one of those like Tony Little type fucking dudes. He had like a
Simon Dean character. God, when we get to that,
yeah, when we get to that, you're gonna be like,
that's another one where it's like looking back at it nowadays, that probably would not work out on TV.
Absolutely not.
He was very degrading.
No. But, and I just put, Jim Cornette is screaming so fucking loud, I'm hearing him over the commentary. He's just, like, there's not even a mic anywhere near him. And he is just fucking, motherfucker! Like, just screaming.
I put he talks so much.
Yeah. And like I said in our group chat, he doesn't stop. It's a thing.
He still doesn't. That's the thing. He is literally the meme of the old man yelling at a cloud. That is Jim Cornette now.
Yeah.
Anytime Kenny Omega breathes, Jim Cornette screams about it for 45 minutes.
He's probably tweeting about Kenny Omega right now.
What was he calls him fucking like Giggles McFinger Bang or some fucking shit? Like
He's probably tweeting about Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks right now.
He killed the business when he wrestled a 9-year-old girl and his best friend / lover or whatever in the fuck wrestled a blow up doll. Fuck them both. Like just screaming about nonsense.
And yet he wrestled turtles.
Yeah. Like fuck you, dude. You did goofy shit too, Jim.
Yeah.
But I will say though, there is a shoot interview that I think that everybody should watch. It's one of the Ring of Honor straight shooting series. It's Jim Cornette and Paul Bearer.
Oh, that's great. I love that
awesome.
because they shoot on Vince Russo so
yeah.
hard.
Oh, it is like 3 hours long, but it is fucking so entertaining.
Between them both going at Vince and Paul Bearer himself going at Sable. Paul Bearer, I hate that woman.
He's just shitting on Sable the whole time. It's fucking great. But yeah, the Heavenly Bodies, this match, my God, the Heavenly Bodies are so fucking good. This was classic tag team wrestling.
For being short-lived, great tag team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I just kept freaking out seeing Mike Bucci because I'm just like, I'm so used to seeing him as Nova.
Yeah.
Like basically, to kind of describe Nova to you, Breigh, it's like Paul Stanley from Kiss, but like his colors are like blue and white.
Have you heard of the BWO?
Have you heard of the Blue World Order?
No.
God damn
So
it, we have to show some Blue World Order.
We have to like hurry up and get to 97 so we can see the ECW invasion, so you could see the Blue World Order.
So it's the Blue World Order was a mocking of the NWO.
Yeah.
But they couldn't sue him because it's a parody and Paul Heyman knows laws.
And also the NWO dudes actually legitimately thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. But Nova was
Nova was Hogan.
Yeah, Nova was Hollywood Nova.
Hollywood Nova. Stevie Richards was Big Stevie Cool, and the Blue Meanie was the Blue Guy. And like instead of a toothpick in his ear, he has a fucking chicken wing bone. He just throws a chicken wing at people. It's fucking hilarious. But also, can we put some love on Jimmy Del Rey's fucking moonsault?
Beautiful.
It looked a little awkward when he jumped off because he kind of went a little sideways, but goddamn, dude, it was fucking crazy. And he did it to the dude standing up too. Like anybody that does a moonsault to somebody standing up is always gonna pop me because that shit's crazy. Jimmy, stop doing that stripper dance, you smacked ass pervert bastard. Just fucking body rolling and shit. It's like, stop, you fucking weirdo. And then Corny grabs the mic. I'm sick of my challenges being ignored. Steiners, you may be the world champions, but you're not the best tag team in the world. We are. And if you don't accept my challenge, you're a bunch of yellow coward bastards. And you are false champions until you beat us. So the challenge has been laid out. Steiners versus the Heavenly Bodies. I can't wait for that match. Because it's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be so good. So, episode 3.
opens with the rematch of Ted DiBiase versus the 1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah, and they say that IRS and Razor are banned from ringside.
But Razor calls in.
Yeah, which means there's gonna be some fuckery afoot.
Facts.
That's how it always happens. They're banned from ringside. Somebody's making a run in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Razor calls in. He says, "The kid's doing things that no one's ever seen before, and I've given the kid some secrets." And of course, Bobby's like, "Can you tell us something?" He's like, "No, I'm not going to tell you anything. Just wait."
I wouldn't trust Bobby
And he
Heenan
said
either.
Vince has a big mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Vince asked. Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, I won't tell you, McMahon, because you have a big mouth." and he said the kid made an agreement with me to leave me a piece of Ted DiBiase for SummerSlam.
There was a Samoa drop or some kind of like little back suplex thing that looked fucking devastating. I thought
Oh yeah.
kid was dead.
Oh yeah, dude, he got fucked. He got fucked on that one, dude. It was crazy. At one point, kid gets whipped into the corner, and he hits that corner bump, and the fucking whole ring shakes. Fucking Savage goes, "That kid hit the corner so hard, the ring moved 6 feet." It's like, God damn, dude. The kid gets chased back into the ring. He's running around doing stuff, and he tries to do a flying head scissors, but he ends up just hitting DiBiase with a flying dick in the face. "I will fuck you in the mouth with this." Ah! It was fucked. I was like, "Whoa, holy shit, buddy, holy shit!" I'm surprised. Kid didn't like roll out of the ring being like, "Oh, my fucking ball," because he straight up just crotches him right in the fucking head. Like, I'm surprised DiBiase wouldn't have been like, "My fucking nose, my fucking nose on your pelvis, you asshole."
Some part of that is gonna get clipped now.
Fuck. Hey, I told you, dude. I'm just trying to make shit to clip for the fucking.
We need clippable shit.
I'm trying to get us views, brother. I will say suspect shit to get us views. I'm all about selling out.
I mean, just like I talked about
Oh,
pies.
yeah.
I'm not repeating that again, but we all know.
You can't say shit like that.
I don't have a censor.
Touche. Valid point. So the match keeps going on. Kid is going up top rope for the something, and then IRS comes out and whoa, shoves him off the top. DQ. They start beating ass. And then the Steiners come out and even the odds out. Cuts to the commentary table as soon as
Savage, you're looking like Halloween.
Dude, his fucking outfit was buck wild. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, literally, it was one of those things. It was like that one fucking Johnny Polo shirt where I said it looked like the fucking background to A Living Color. It was like that times 5 with this fucking suit. There were so many fucking colors and shapes and shit on there. I was like, it looked like, you remember those Magic Eye things from when we were kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
It looked like one of those made into a suit.
God damn it.
It's like one of those things you stare at it long enough and be like, "Oh, look, it's a sailboat." Like, you know, it's fucking...
Have you recently watched Mallrats? Because literally...
No, I'm just a huge Kevin Smith mark. So...
Because I am also Kevin Smith mark, and I recently just watched Mallrats, and that...
I did the opening monologue to that in one of my theater classes in high school.
Fucking love you.
We had to pick a monologue for something, and I just walked out on stage and was just like, "One time my cousin Walter got this cat stuck in his ass," and the whole fucking place was like, "What?" My teacher was the only one that got it, and he was like, "Yes!"
That's great.
And he literally was like,
"You know, good movie."
It turns to him and it says, "Brody, how the hell else am I supposed to get the gerbil out? My cousin was a weird guy." And like I sat down, no one reacted. My teacher was like, gave me a standing ovation. It was like, "That's awesome. You're now my new favorite." I'm like, yeah.
I now have to watch that later.
Oh yeah, I need to. I need to as well. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, Head Shrinkers versus
These fuckers got killed.
Dave Lamaro, I think, and Mike Corey. Dude, that fucking super kick. Jesus.
Mike Curry got killed.
He's fucking that man dead. He's
I legit don't.
Peace.
Him laying there, I don't think was part of the gimmick. I literally think that man literally died.
Oh yeah, dude. He's completely unconscious. Like you could tell that he's like not like faking being knocked out because the way that they fucking roll this poor bastard over to the corner because he's just flopping. It's like, oh my god, he's not at all there. Like, and they just look at Samu and Fatu, just kind of look at each other like, fuck, it happened again. God, I think we're gonna make this a bit now, where one guy's gonna come in, he's gonna get fucking knocked out because PJ Walker fucking ate shit last week. So now it's like, okay, every time we get into the ring, we're just gonna do a spot where somebody gets knocked the fuck out in the first 10 seconds of the match. And then let's see, one dude gets knocked out. Dave Lamaro comes in, I think is his name, and he gets fucking killed.
Morado. M-O-E. Yeah. M-O-R-A-L-D-O.
Okay, Millardo. Yeah. He fucking eats shit. That flapjack thing fucks him up. The crazy,
Tooth
like,
had to be gone.
oh, dude, the dual stun gun on the rope. Ugh. Looked fucking disgusting. And then he eats the giant splash from Fatu, which looks so good every time. Every time Kishi fucking flies off that top rope, it just looks insane. Because that man's the size of a house fucking flying at you at full force.
And this was a smaller Fatu. We get a
Right,
bigger Fatu later.
Yeah, this was sub 300 pounds fucking Rikishi here when he was still able to fucking move around solidly. But then we get another SummerSlam report.
But this time it was Ludwig Borga versus Marty. And
How the heck does this man get a SummerSlam match and we haven't seen him once?
Because he's doing Superstars and Mania and all the others.
I was wondering that too.
He's doing all the other shows.
I was like, when the fuck?
Yeah, he's not on Raw, but he's on the other two shows. So that's why he's getting a pay-per-view match when we're like, who the fuck is this guy? And then we get Bree's new favorite human being.
God.
Breigh, go off!
Go off, Queen.
The shot they panned over into him in the back eating that ice cream. It's just like in his face.
He's just fucking making out with an ice cream bar.
Dude. You're disgusting. I'm glad those ice cream bars aren't sold anymore because I will never eat one because of that nasty fuck.
Yes! Yes, Breigh! Talk to him! Talk to him! This fucking big, fat, smelly fuck.
Tell us how you really feel. My God.
This bastard is so haggard, dude. So fucked up. Fucking shitty yellow teeth, missing the fucking front four. Fucking.
Well, and then after that shot, I put Bobby called Gene a skinhead.
Okay.
Skinhead.
I'm so someone else caught that. That's
like, god damn.
Like, I know Gene is bald, but skinhead is not the right term for this.
Yeah. Wrong. Just call him a bald fucker. That's fine.
A skinhead is wild.
Yeah, dude. Like, come on, man. You're just saying that fucking Mean Gene's like aligning himself with some evil ass people. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, not cool. And then,
Not to the gross man's match yet.
yeah, so he comes to the ring. It's fucking just in the camera with his fucking missing teeth, and I could smell his fucking breath through my TV. Fucking awful.
By the
Marty
way,
yeah.
him creeping on the ring girl
Oh yeah.
was so awkward. He stared her down. Now I know how girls feel at the bar.
No shit, right? and then Marty comes out. Marty out here is looking like a smacked ass because he's got 4 sets of those red, white, and blue wristbands on. Like he's got 1 on his hands and then like 3 up his arms. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Marty?
A lot of Lex Luger kissing ass here.
Hey man, I forgot my wrist tape, so hold on, I gotta throw 4 of these motherfuckers on to cover up. Oh god. What about this match? Like just what about it?
I will say Marty skinning the cat and then doing the dive.
Oh
There
yeah,
was one shot of him though where his face, booger
yeah.
Bastion?
face is
Bastion.
in the corner. I put where did it go? I think I lost my spot. I said that a close shot of booger in the corner makes it look like he's taking a shit.
Oh yeah.
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 Which they probably
I
did
had
on
no other
purpose.
words. I'm like, it looks like he's just taking a shit.
They 100% did that on purpose for sure. Because they're like, we gotta get the ugliest faces on this big weird fucker.
Yeah.
So, and Marty reverses the taint huffer and gets the win here.
We really got to figure out what the actual name
it's
of
the,
that finishing
it's,
move is.
it's the fucking taint huffer, brother. I don't give a shit what they call it.
Taint huffers.
Oh god. Ugh, just I feel for everyone that ever had to get in the ring with that man. The whole time, Bobby, what's that smell? Oh,
Like you should know by now what that smell is.
It just changes every week. How does he do it? He's changing flavors. How the fuck is he doing this? I don't understand. So yeah, Marty wins, and I guarantee you he took 4 showers after dealing with that. He just dunked himself in a giant vat of fucking hand sanitizer. Next we get Mike Sharp and Barry Horowitz versus Men on a Mission. And fucking
We
Savage
got a
called them.
Money Inc. interview.
Oh yes. Yes, Money Inc.
I mean, it was trash, but I mean, it was
I
there.
mean, it
I didn't
really-
even take notes on it because I'm like, oh, IRS is talking.
Yeah.
I mean, he called us tax cheating morons again.
It's the only insult that man knows is something involving cheating on taxes. We get it, dude.
Like we're
Your name
tax
is
cheating morons. We
IRS.
cheat on our taxes.
I will say the irony of him talking about money and taxes when his tag team partner's son is facing 85 years in jail is really,
Tax fraud?
really freaking funny.
Yeah, Ted DiBiase's
Dude.
son is facing charges for tax fraud.
Tax fraud and money laundering for their charity.
It's
Is
fucked.
so great. The irony is amazing.
Oh god. If that's not the living embodiment of fuck around and find out, I don't know what is. Yeah, I didn't even take notes on this Money Inc. interview because I was just fucking bored.
Yeah, I didn't either. I was just saying it is there. So
And they talked about the steel cage match with the Steiners on the Sunday.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, because they have a cage match.
which can't find anywhere. I tried to watch that event. It was nowhere to be found.
Yeah. So sorry out there, folks. We can't cover it because we don't know where it is.
Yeah.
It's just
Nope.
missing.
It's somewhere. It's somewhere deep in the bowels of YouTube somewhere, probably. But then now we get Men on a Mission. Randy Savage called them mom. God damn it, Randy!
It's a mom.
Quit trying to get that over.
Men in the Mission's gear is so 90s. It's wild.
Mhm. It looks like 90s Taco Bell.
Oh, I think I found it. I think I did find the video.
Oh, you did?
But of course you
I think I
did.
Okay, so it looks like we'll be covering that too, along with
think
SummerSlam
I might have.
93.
I haven't watched it, but
Yeah,
I'll watch it
stupid
after. But also
SummerSlam bullshit on USA.
Yeah, if it's the thing if it's that actual show, I guess we'll cover that too, along with
With SummerSlam.
I found the
93.
match. It says Bunny Inc. versus Steiner Brothers.
Oh, you found the match anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we can talk about that.
I love this Men on the Mission thing with Jim Cornette there for one reason only. If you know anything about Jim Cornette, and multiple wrestlers have said this, Jim Cornette hates rap music.
Mm-hmm.
Has gone on record that rap music is his least favorite thing in the world.
Oh yeah.
Actually, there's a great interview with Mark Jindrak where Jim Cornette tries to show Mark his entrance music, and it was some kind of rock stuff, and Mark Jindrak sold it, like, yeah, I listen to rap music, and Jim Cornette got pissed.
Motherfucker! Just screaming about nonsense again.
So the fact that he had to sit there and listen to Men on the Mission rap.
Just squirming in his fucking skin.
He's so right. It's
I love it.
karma at its finest.
I fucking love it. It's great. But yeah, this match was just a good old fashioned squash, boy.
Yeah.
The fucking that I said it again, that Men on a Mission finish, you couldn't pay me to take it.
No.
Couldn't pay me to take it. Especially because fucking Viscera's big ass falling on you. No thanks. You hurt Yoko. You gonna fucking kill me. No way. And then we get to Luger Part 3.
And this is where you go off.
Larry, we gotta talk. We need a conversation, Larry. 'Cause here's the deal. You talk about how you do not use steroids. You can't have that many sets of abs without being on the juice. Fuck you, Larry. You lying ass bastard.
Yeah, I'm having to lie because Vince is in court.
He's about to go to fucking federal ass court over this fucking steroid thing. And he's like, I'm not gonna lie, I've used it before. You're clearly on them right now.
When he said, do I take anabolic steroids? No.
Yeah, absolutely not. Because Vince is fucking on the other side of the camera. You better not say you're on a motherfucker. Just like freaking out.
It's so good.
Say it. It's like, oh my god. I literally this was one part that I had to watch a few times because I kept getting up and just walking away like, fuck you, Larry, you lying piece of shit. You are clearly on the gas. You are gassed to the fucking gills, dude. It's coming out your ears, my guy. Like, you are fucking full. You are warlord level fucking steroids right now. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Yeah, I just put Vince asked him if he's on steroids, and he buries steroid use. Dog, look at yourself. You are steroids.
Facts.
He is a human bottle of steroids. That man is made up of nothing but fucking lean protein and D-ball. He is fucking just shredded. It's insane. But yeah, and then we get Bam Bam and Rich Myers.
It's literally just Bam Bam killing a man.
Dude, at one point in this fucking match, Bam Bam has him up in a vertical suplex. And he's just walking around the ring with him. And he just fucking drops him to talk shit to a fan.
Not even a soft drop, dude. You're just let go.
He just straight up just lets him go. And is just talking shit to a fan. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
And then there was one point where Bobby, I think he was talking about Bam Bam. Because he says, I'd like to see a nice vein in a woman's scalp.
No,
He's talking about Luna.
Yeah, he was talking about Luna. Because he's got a weird ass crush on Luna Vachon, and it's weird.
Yeah, every time Luna comes out, Bobby's just bricked up. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. And fucking Luna the entire time. kill him, kill him. It's like, fucking shut up, woman. Please, drink some water. For Christ's sake.
Or lay off the Marlboro
Yeah,
Reds.
cigarette.
She sounds like she's just gargling asphalt, dude. It's
Lay
fucked
off the
up.
menthols and Marlboro Reds.
She's smoking Newport 100s, brother. Just banging them out.
She is from New Jersey, and they probably are Newports.
1,000% they. Oh god, yeah. And then after Bam Bam fucking just thoroughly kills Rich Myers, Mini Mach comes back out with a flock of women.
There was no point to this. Like, at all.
First off, there's all the points. I'm jealous of freaking Mini Mach. You lucky SOB.
He just comes out with 4 like smoke shows out of fucking nowhere. And I guess these are the new.
Been so jealous of a band before.
I've never been this jealous in my whole life. Clip that shit.
Okay with that.
And I guess they said, I think Vince said these are the new Raw Ring Girls.
Yeah, I think they had a contest. If I'm not mistaken, they did a contest in the magazine.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And yeah, those were the winners, which, I mean, beautiful winners. Classic.
Clearly, these 4 were supposed to win this. Oh, God.
But it was an interesting way to end Raw.
I know.
We could have done this in the middle of the show. Like, hey.
They could have done this to fucking kick the show off. Like, start the show off with something crazy. Be like, hey, look. Here's Mini Macho parading around. And the fucking Savage is like, yeah, look at him. He's got a good hair day on there, Mini Mach. It's a wig, Randy.
But the hair looks so lifelike that it's like, that mask is creepy. So many
And that's
questions.
scary as shit.
It's like Hannibal Lecter type shit.
It really is. That is some Buffalo Bill ass fucking crazy mask. It's insane. It looked like a shitty version of the Uncle Howdy mask that they didn't paint over yet. That's supposed to be Savage. Sure it is.
That's what gets you through the day.
Yeah, whatever helps you guys sleep at night, sure. But yeah, that was all 3 of the August episodes of Monday Night Raw. We got SummerSlam 93 coming up. And we have our first guest.
Oh, is he actually joining us?
I believe he is joining us, yes. From what I have heard. He is the host of Fantasy Warfare here on World Championship Wreckage, and he is one of the main people over at Cole TV. Our boy XLJ the OG is going to be joining us for SummerSlam 93.
So excited.
I'm
Freaking
very
love
excited
talking
for
wrestling
that.
with him.
I love that man to death. I'm very excited for him to come hang out with us. It's going to be a very, very fun time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Breigh. There's some things happening on Wednesday on the Wrestle Talk Wolfpack that I saw.
Yeah, let's plug that.
What's going to be happening this Wednesday on Twitch?
So, this upcoming Wednesday, if you guys, you guys all see this on Monday, 2 days over Wednesday at 10 p.m. over at the Wrestle Talk Wolfpack Twitch page, you're going to watch our guy, John, self-bet, get hit with the kendo stick in the back by the bionic silverback Nate Slater. And from what I heard from him, it hurt.
Yeah.
That's all I know is that it hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really anxious to see the video along with everybody else.
I was just like, I said, John, you are more of a man than I am for taking a shot with the kendo stick. He's like, well, at least I get to keep the kendo stick. Yeah. I'm like, sure, that's a consolation prize, I guess.
Yeah. There's no table spot yet, but at least we get the kendo stick.
We get the kendo stick. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited for this.
I popped super hard watching him take those fucking 3 chops from Nate.
We are really mean to John. We shouldn't be so excited to have our friend get killed like he does on a regular
John,
basis.
if you watch this, we really do love you.
We love you, buddy.
OG, love you, bro. But yeah, we should not be popping for this for our friend.
It's all out of love.
You are a glutton for punishment, man. Hats off to you because fuck. I won't take a kendo stick from fucking anybody, especially Nate Slater's big ass, dude.
Especially from Nate Slater. My God.
That is a hoss, dude. He will take liberties on my ass. I'm not fucking doing that.
I get scared when Nate talks to me sometimes.
I just have a feeling he's gonna fucking go off on me for something, and I don't want any of that action. I don't need that action in my life. Hell yeah.
One other thing is heard one of the episodes they said the Smoking Guns was going to have a match at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
My one complaint is that they did not have the Smoking Guns in any of these episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
If they were supposed to have a match at SummerSlam, where the fuck are they? And where the fuck's Undertaker?
Yeah.
Doing
There's
the other shows.
yeah.
Wrestling Challenge and Mania
Yeah.
and Superstars.
But
doing all
yeah,
those.
this is where like Raw's still like so young that like it's their A show, but it's technically like the B show because Superstars was a big deal back then.
Yeah, Superstars was a huge deal. So yeah, they're still kind of transitioning over to having Raw be like the main attraction.
Yeah.
So,
That happens more in 94, 95.
yeah, because they're still in their first year, so they're kind
Yeah.
of figuring out like, will this thing actually like take off?
Yeah.
And
So I think
it's
The
so
original
wild.
Superstars ends in like 94.
Yeah, it's so wild to see like Raw like in this state now
Yeah.
to 30 years later, it's still going. It's fucking crazy. I just wish that they would stop doing 3-hour fucking shows.
When they don't
But-
yet.
But I
Hey.
get why. I get
They
why
might
do it.
stop when they hit the FX.
Oh yeah.
FX has got a lot of shows. They're gonna.
Yeah, let's hope. Let us hope and pray that they go.
That's
back to 2
so
hours.
weird to hear though that they might go to FX of all places.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I feel about that, but
Yeah.
we'll
I
see.
don't know.
We will see.
But on that note, that wraps it up for August of 93, leading up to SummerSlam, which we're going to talk about next week. But whoever's watching, thank you guys for watching. If you liked what you listened to, what you saw, like, subscribe to World Championship Wreckage, where there's lots of other cool shit, and comment, all that cool stuff too. So, on behalf of the Travel Queen, on behalf of Mike Duplessis and HuskyRhodes, thank you guys for watching Queen's Court, and we will see you guys next time.
Huh?